I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Danny.
And
no,
no,
we're not twins.
How are you, friend?
I'm so tired. I'm
You're
so
tired?
tired.
Would you say that you're sick and tired?
I'm like,
No, don't log off.
ah!
Why are you yelling?
Because
Because why?
my head hurts a little bit.
Why does your head hurt?
Stress.
Oh, it's okay.
What are you doing at the doctor's office?
It's because today's episode is about being sick.
Oh no.
Sneeze sound. Achoo. Have you ever been sick?
No, I can't actually say that I've ever been sick, but I've been around people that are sick, so I feel I could talk about those
You're an
experiences.
empath?
I'm an empath, and as
Okay.
an empath, I understand what it's like to be sick. I truly have never felt that, but I support you guys.
Oh my God. I know when I was little, I thought that I was always sick. Yeah, because I was like,
What does that mean?
I'm always stuffy. I was like, I'm always so stuffy. Is it normal to always be sick? But whatever. But it turns out it was just allergies. Yeah.
Now that I'm an adult, I think I'm always sick.
Yeah.
I
Why?
do. I just do. It's anxiety, being manic, who knows?
You need to
A bit
fix
of
that.
both. What, my hair?
No, you need to fix your manic.
Oh, yeah, one day at a time, one day at a time.
What else? You know, when we were little, we always used to get sick.
I wouldn't say always, but I do remember
I
being sick.
remember always getting sick.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah.
It was like the cold, or like, it was a cold. It
Did you
was
ever
more.
throw up at school?
I think we've talked about it on the podcast. So I just
We could
started
talk
to throw
about it
up.
again.
I started to throw up on the bleachers, and the army man got mad at me because he thought I was spitting on the bleachers.
You never told me
I
that.
did tell you that on here,
No, I don't
and then
think
I
so.
told you that I went to. They brought me to the office, to the back room. There's a back room in the office that has like, you know those metal things that like look like optical illusions.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Howl's room from Howl's Moving Castle. It kind of looked like that. And
Oh,
then I
okay.
saw mommy, and then I was home.
Yes, you did talk about how you went to the back room, but I do not recall you talking about a military man getting mad at you because he thought you were spitting.
Well, yeah, that's what it was. And then I also think I remember I talked about we had to give the office an extra set of clothing in case we threw
We
up on ourselves. And I
did.
thought that clothes was gone.
That clothes was gone, I think.
No, it wasn't gone. You got it back eventually.
Did we? Because I remember never getting that back.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I remember
We
getting
never
a.
got it back.
I never got it back.
We never
Yeah,
got it back.
I never got it back. I remember it being a nice set of clothes too. I was like, why are they giving these nice clothes away?
That's funny.
That's mine. That's what I
Yeah,
was
that's
thinking. When
mine.
I was little kid brain, I was like, that's mine,
That's mine.
actually.
That's my clothes.
I think that's mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, being sick, dude. Being okay, so now that I'm an adult, I've gotten sick by myself. 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Okay.
I would not recommend
Then
being
wouldn't it have
sick
to
by
be a
yourself.
0 out of 10?
No, 10 out of 10 worst experiences or something like that.
Because 10 out of 10 usually means it's good.
This is yes, yeah, it was
Either way,
good.
you didn't like it. Continue.
I didn't like it, but it was bad, and it was like I don't know why my body decided to be sick. I don't know
Did you go
why.
somewhere? Or like, did you eat something? That's usually
No,
how
I
it
think I had a
happens.
migraine attack.
Okay.
What do you mean? Are you
I
guessing?
don't know. It's just funny when you just say that. I don't know why.
Why? Because mommy suffers from it sometimes.
She does.
You think it's funny when it happens to my mom?
No, I think it's funny what
You
happens to
think
you.
it's funny when people are in pain.
No.
What kind of bullshit? Anyways, no, but literally, because like I couldn't look outside because my it would hurt my eyes. My head was pounding. No matter what I did, wouldn't make it feel better. I threw up a bunch,
You threw
and
up.
like I threw up like a lot. and it was really bad, and I was all by myself. I couldn't go anywhere. I was supposed to have a meeting with one of my professors, my first meeting with one of my professors, and I had to flake on them because I was having a whole throw up fit,
You didn't tell
right?
me you were sick?
I did tell them I was sick.
And
That's
what'd
still
they say?
flaking though. They're like, feel better? I was like
I want
losing my
what
mind.
how long did you tell them before?
Like weeks in advance. Like we
Then that's
scheduled.
not flaking.
No, I'm talking about the day of I told them I was sick.
Other than that is flaking.
I
Then why
know
would
what
you
I'm
say
talking about.
weeks before?
The weeks before we scheduled the appointments.
Okay.
That's what I
I
thought you were
asked,
asking me.
I said, when did you tell them? And you were like, weeks before.
Oh no 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 no
Anyways,
no no.
what else?
But I was throwing up. It was really bad, and my sister had to come from another like county where I don't know where
A
she lives.
town. It's like 30 minutes.
Town, yeah.
Let's not act like it's another state.
It's another county though.
It's 30 minutes.
That can't be another county.
Yeah, but like that's not dramatic either.
Okay, well, my bad. Pardon me for being correct, but also wrong. Um, but
I didn't say you were wrong. I was acting like let's not get crazy.
what, what if I'm right? Anyways, but my
Did I
sister had
say you
to
were wrong?
my. But you're like, let's not be crazy now.
Yeah,
No,
cause the county sounds like, really far away.
but she was. Anyways, I digress. She had to come over and like it was weird because the minute she came, I felt better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was. I was like, oh my God, my sister's visiting me. And then she was in my apartment. She gave me essentially, she's a nurse. So she gave me like a whole bunch of like nurse stuff. So she gave me the best ginger ale ever. She says it's great value over there at Food Lion. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is the best. But I'm not, one thing I won't do is go running between stores for different brands. If I'm there,
Yeah.
I'm getting everything there and I'm not going anywhere else.
Yeah. Why does she bring
Getting
different brands?
She buys from Food Line.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying. She buys from Food Line, you don't.
I buy from Walmart. So like
Yeah,
if I'm
so
getting everything from Walmart and I'm just getting one thing from Food Line, I'm not going to Food Line. I'm just buying the equivalent over there at Walmart.
yeah, that's what people do.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I didn't want to. I love that ginger ale and I love the Bustelo coffee Colombian, but they're both at Target. They're both at Food Line, and I'm not going to Food Line for two things.
I guess you don't really love it.
I do love it actually. I'm just not gonna do it.
Okay, you deal with that, I guess.
You deal with that.
Yeah, you do. I don't know. Wait, continue. What else?
But then she was here and she gave me Advil and she gave me Tylenol and she gave me Pepto, she gave me ginger ale, crackers, she gave me like all these things and she was like, "Well, good luck." And then she left.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's so cute. Yeah.
I made soup like for the first time ever. I was like, "What?" Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The concept of soup is just it's just water and seasoning in a
It's
sense, isn't
flavorings,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
Why
But then
doesn't it make sense? I feel like it makes sense.
I put a chicken in there, and the chicken had no flavor, and I was like, "Ugh, I don't know how to
You
cook."
didn't season the chicken?
My parents said just throw it in there, and then it'll catch the seasoning. Nothing wanted to stick to it, so it was just white chicken.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
you have to let it marinate. What'd you do?
maybe.
Did you like make a cup and then just threw it in there? That's me plopping it in.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh,
That's
don't
what I
do that.
did. I did that.
Don't
Anyways,
do that. It's supposed to be like sit or whatever.
I mean, it sat in there. I don't know what like.
No, for like a while, not just like, and I'm ready to eat, you know?
No, bitch, I cooked it in there. That's
Okay,
how I
okay.
cooked the meat.
Then why
Anyways,
are you saying stuff that contradicts what I'm telling you?
I don't know. Fight me.
It's like three times now
Okay, count them. Put a counter on.
in this
Put a
podcast.
counter on.
But I recently was really sick.
And I
Recently,
currently am sick.
yeah, he's currently sick. Well, he didn't bring it up. But
Well, I'm bringing it up now.
last week, I was real sick during the podcast recording. I felt like I looked real pale and disheveled. I had fuzzy hair like Danny likes to say.
Oh yeah, Jonathan had like really fuzzy hair.
Y'all
It's
saw it when I took off the
obvious.
with the background. It gets
Yeah,
fuzzy when it's not styled,
yeah, Jonathan has real fuzzy hair.
which reminds me of Betty
Yeah,
because her hair gets fuzzy because
yeah, but like hers is curly and fuzzy, and then yours is
mine's is
like
just
wavy and really
yeah,
fuzzy.
yeah. It's like different, so like
So it
it's not
looks
the
really
same.
funny. It looks really
Yeah,
funny.
but I think it was a food poisoning or a
You,
stomach bug.
I don't know. I think mine's just a stomach bug because I'm still sick.
That's what my doctor told me. He was like, it's probably a stomach bug. He didn't have an accent like that, but
What kind of accent does he have? He has a
does he have
neutral
an
accent.
accent? Does he have an
Is it?
accent?
I think he has like a
I
neutral
don't know
accent.
anything. He speaks softly. I know that much.
Yeah, like very ASMR. That's how the teacher talks.
But
Teacher,
the
professor,
day I came,
doctor.
doctor, the day I came back from visiting you, I had the bubble guts.
The ma-
Are you laughing?
we ate at Banchan, which is
Oh,
a,
maybe, yeah. I guess you could say it, whatever.
why the food's still good. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe they're just off that day.
we
But we we ate at Banchan. Also, it was the first experience my father and Jonathan had over there, and my mom and I were like living our lives.
yeah.
And so
I liked it.
Jonathan got the breaded chicken and then he got the rice. He took a bite and he was like, "Excuse me," and then he got up and he like ran to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
it was kind of immediately. It was a little embarrassing to be
He was
honest.
like, "Excuse me,"
And then, but no, I did
running,
like
and
it.
then he was in there for a while, and then my mom, dad, and I were like looking at each other, like
Did you? What did you guys do? Just look at each other?
we just looked at each other. We're like, "I hope he's okay."
I was not okay. I was having an indigestion.
Ah, that was funny. And then my dad got a spicy something, spicy noodles or something like that.
So, yeah.
And spicy food in America is very different from spicy food in Korea.
Mhm.
Okay? And this is coming from Mexicans that eat spicy food, not Jonathan, me and my dad.
Mhm.
And so my dad was gonna get the spicy, but then he got the mild because he was like, let me try it out. Maybe mild is not that mild. Who knows? He had it, he was sweating. He
Yeah.
was like he was turning red. But like one thing about my dad, he will not back down. He
Yeah.
will he will definitely eat it and say this is nothing and he's like sweating and he's like wet and all this mess. And so we're looking at him and we're like, "Oh my God, my poor father just like suffering." He's
Yeah. It's
like this.
definitely an interesting experience to say the least.
Yeah, it was good food though, but like, it also had me messed up.
It
But
was good
mine's was
food,
a
but I
slower
don't.
burn, definitely. Yours was almost immediately.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm ever gonna go there again. Respectfully. Yeah, I think about it, and then my tummy gets all warm. Like it's like, no, we can't have that.
Trauma. It's a
Yes.
trauma.
But then, like I was saying, and then I got home and I was dookieing, and it was right.
Ew! 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 Don't!
The dookie
No,
wasn't.
you're doodling.
I was doodooing, and it wasn't right, and it wasn't consistent, and then I was unwell for like a couple of weeks. Not
You're
weeks,
out.
days.
You're
I
out.
was gone. I was like in my bed, just lying there. I couldn't
Just
lie
like
there.
groaning softly.
Yeah, I couldn't lie there because it hurts to lie down, and then I didn't want to stand up because I didn't have enough energy to be standing up, so I was kind of in limbo. And and then my poor mother was here, and she's like, "I brought you soup again," and then, she's like, "I also."
tell, tell them about the Alka-Seltzer.
Oh my God, my mom. Well, I guess it makes sense, right? I don't know anything about Alka-Seltzer. My mom was like, "Okay, so this is Alka-Seltzer. It's supposed to help." Sorry, it's supposed to help your guts, right? And I'm
Yeah,
like, "Okay, I've never had Alka-Seltzer." And she's like, don't worry, it's fine, it's fine, it's okay." So like, Alka-Seltzer, it's fizzy. She puts
yeah,
it in, psst, fizz noise, and then like it's fizzy, and then it looks like a soda, right? I'm like, okay, I know what it tastes like. What is it? Sparkling water tastes like nothing.
yeah,
You expect it to taste like soda, it tastes like nothing.
yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, time to drink it. And then my mom's on the phone with with one of my brothers. And then
With
I
her
drink
comadres or
the
something.
comadres, absolutely. And then I drink it. I'm like, my stomach hurts. I'm like, my stomach hurts. And I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. I was like, really? And then I go like this. I'm covering my mouth. And then like a little bit of throw just starts coming out of my finger hole. And I was like, so, and then I ran to the bathroom. A little bit of the throw up got on the wall. And then just, and then, and I was like, it didn't work.
Oh my God. What
I did,
I imagined,
and then
I
I did
first,
feel a little bit better, to be honest, but like, it didn't help.
I mean, you purged everything out of your stomach.
Yeah.
What I thought your silly ass was doing, I thought you swallowed it. You were like, and
Hello?
then you drank water and then fucking like, that's what I thought you did. I was like, how, he did it wrong. I
What am
was
I,
thinking to
you?
myself, Jonathan did it wrong.
Why?
I felt like you did it wrong because why'd you throw up?
Apparently, that's not a good reaction. Apparently, you're like, that's a reaction to Alka-Seltzer. That's not supposed to happen. Yeah. So
But
I that happened, and then my least favorite part was when I was not when I was too full, like of nothing,
yeah.
and like I wanted to throw up, but it's just intense burping. It's like like that. I was like, oh my god, I hate that. It's like
They always that
it's like
what the
someone's dad clearing their throat.
ew. The one thing I do enjoy about throwing up,
Oh,
if I had to enjoy anything about throwing up, which is a terrible experience,
leave
is the
meeting.
clit. What?
The clit.
The clit. The clit. That's the favorite
It's
part.
a pussy part of the throw up.
This is my throat. No, but my
Throw
my
my mic.
favorite part is the clarity after. Like everything's
What?
at peace. It's over. You're like, it's done.
I don't have that. The
You just
post-nut
feel
clarity.
awful. Post nut clarity, but for throw-ups. That's
No, I
definitely
don't.
what.
I don't do that.
No, what I do is that I'm like throwing up. I'm like all in it. I'm like, and the minute it's done, because you know it's done, I break character. I'm like, oh, that's it. That's it. That's me. I'm like, it's over. That's what I say. I will literally like it's like a situational comedy. I'll be like, well, it's over.
I don't have that.
I have that. I
I
do.
remember one time. Speaking about you having a migraine attacks, TM, is
Yeah.
remember that day.
It
So
doesn't
stupid.
happen often. I don't
I
know
know it doesn't
why.
happen
I don't know
often.
why you're like, no, this faker over here.
No, it's not fake.
I don't
It's
know why
funny.
you're like
It's just
that.
funny to me that you have a name for it. And I always use that name. You know?
That's what it's called.
Is it called that?
Yes.
Okay, pero remember the day you had your first one? I want to say, and we were watching.
Wasn't Catherine there?
No,
That
if
was
I'm
my
thinking
second
about the
one or
wrong
something.
thing, it's open season.
Pardon?
We were watching open season. You remember
I
that movie, Open
I
Season?
remember the movie. I don't remember this happening, but
You
I
were
was
like
having a migraine
on
attack.
the couch, the black one we had, the black leather one, and
Yeah.
Abuelita was sitting next to you, and you were like leaning off of it, like like a sick person, like,
Yeah.
and then you like go to the bathroom with like the blanket all over you, and I'm like, oh my God, well he's really sick, and she's like, yeah, Abuelita, she's like, yeah, that's a migraine attack.
Then I don't know what you always question our knowledge in this house. I've noticed that.
I
You always
don't. What do
question
you
it. You do.
mean?
He's like
What do you
migraine
mean?
attack. That's what you're giving right now.
What do you mean?
You're like you and then Joyas Fantasias. Let's
I'm
bring that
sorry,
one
my mom
back.
told me that, and she continues to say that. She said something about you like that the other day.
What was it?
It was we talked about on podcast. It was cartas instead of tarjetas.
Oh yeah, I do
She's
that.
like, I always wanted to fix that in his Spanish, but I never did.
Then why didn't
I
she?
don't know why she tells me this stuff.
Then why didn't she tell me this stuff?
Probably
I
because
don't know.
you're like sensitive. I don't know, but
I
we're
don't
all
know. She's
sensitive. We're
sensitive.
all the same. I don't know why she's like y'all are sensitive. We're all the same.
Wrong. Me and Mommy are the most sensitive.
Yeah, definitely
And
you two.
probably Edwin.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then
but
you, Alex, and Betty are like rocks. Until you're
rocks,
not. Yeah.
rocks. But
Rocks.
and but you were like on the couch, like lying, like like that. You're like, and then you're like throwing up, and then
Yeah,
like you're walking slowly, and it was just lasted for that day.
yeah. I
But
hate when you know you're gonna throw up. You know what I mean? The
I
minute
don't
you
throw up as
know,
much as you do.
I throw up a lot. I
Why?
guess. I don't know. So I don't know, Jonathan. Bitch. But like your lip gets really heavy, you know?
You like drool?
No, the lip gets really
The
heavy.
lip? Okay.
And then you get like really tired. And then you're like, I got a burp or something. Something's happening. And then you just throw up and then I hate everything.
No, I don't have that feeling really.
I don't know. What do you just start throwing up?
Yeah.
No, nothing right before.
I'm like, oh, I have to throw up, and then I throw up. It's not like I think about it.
No, you don't. Of course, you don't think about it. Well, I
You
think
do.
about it because
You just described it.
I try to deny it as long as I possibly can. In all honesty,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do. I
Well, that
try to
makes
deny it.
sense.
Yeah, I'm
That
like,
makes
it's not.
sense.
This isn't happening. I was like, no, this isn't happening. That's what I think to myself, and then I ended up happening.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't believe that some people throw up like every week. Or I hate, speaking of throwing up, I hate when people like, the crazy runners. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I threw up on today's run, but it's okay.
See, I don't want this to be.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna tell one more throw up story, but I
And
don't
then we
want
can talk
it.
about other
And then we
sicknesses,
can
of
talk about
course.
other stuff because it's starting
Yeah.
to lean a lot more
It's
throw up.
an episode about
It's
throw up.
it's throw up episode. No,
Okay,
you know,
continue.
throw up episode. Anyways, so I remember I was like, this is ridiculous because I was always like, I was that type of person who's like, why are people throwing up working out? I think that's so dumb. Why are people throwing up like when they're doing runs or stuff like that?
Yeah.
I was like, this is dumb. This doesn't make sense to me. But then I took weightlifting in undergraduate because I needed a physical credit,
Yeah,
like you
you
had to
do.
do, which I think is dumb. I think it's dumb, along with core classes. Why are you going to take those if you're not going to use any of that later? But
I can
uh,
understand the core classes, but you're right about physical education. That's really not needed.
I mean, if I'm going for studio art, why do I have to take literature? I
So you could
mean,
learn about like the references.
I mean that's what I learned in high school, is it not?
Yeah, but a refresher.
Whatever.
I
I
definitely
mean,
used it. Well, I want to say it definitely helped me with my major. It's all writing papers.
I feel like maybe one class tops. But either ways, um, we were doing weightlifting. Also, I can't squat all the way down because I can't keep my heels on the ground. So they kept on bullying, they kept on yelling at me because I couldn't put my heels on the ground when I was like doing the weights. I physically can't do that. I
Uh-huh.
don't know what you want from me. So they were yelling
Okay.
at me.
Yeah.
They're like, go over there. No, yeah, because I couldn't do it, they made me do 100 push-ups.
Okay.
And so I had to do 100 push-ups. I
Mm.
couldn't rest, so I was just doing 100 push-ups. And then when I got out, I was like, "Wow, I feel great." And then the minute I stepped outside, my stomach felt really tight and it hurt a lot. And then I was
Oh
like,
no.
"Wow." And then right outside there's the bathroom, and then I could feel my core push my vomit up. And so I slammed my hand on the door. I threw up on the door, and then I threw up on the floor.
No way.
And then I got to the toilet. I threw up in the toilet. I threw up everywhere. I got it everywhere. And it was so ridiculous, like something out of
No
a movie.
way.
It was really bad. And then I had nothing to clean it up with. So I just had to flush
Walk
the
away.
toilet
Oh.
and I had to walk away from the crime scene. I had to walk away. But that was our last day too, because like
Oh,
the
that's
teacher
fine.
was like, we don't care anymore. Just do
Yeah.
a couple laps around that's what the teacher was like. Just do this.
Why'd you take weightlifting?
It was the only class.
How?
Yeah, the other classes were taken.
Oh, that's why. Did you not? Well, I don't care actually. But I took fitness walking, which is just walking and telling and tallying it, and cycling, which is bicycles.
Yeah, I had to do fitness walking and then I had to do weightlifting.
You chose. No, just kidding.
I
None of
chose
us.
because I wanted that, right? Yeah, stupid bitch. No,
I chose cycling. It was nice. We would like listen to Mary J. Blige and like match the beat.
yeah.
Just fine, 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 fine. Just like that.
Yeah.
But when I mean, I think a lot about the time when I was little and I'd go to the pediatrics.
Oh yeah.
Do you know the pediatrics?
I do. Wasn't it like downtown?
It was downtown.
Yeah, I do remember it.
I have someone remember calling it Mexico or something like that because it was like red and adobe downtown. You know how downtown's like a red tint, like all the buildings?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why we called it that. I don't know
You mean
why.
made of brick?
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
was it big? I don't fucking know.
They
Either
were
way,
like brick buildings, yeah.
either I remember going there and I liked it there. I remember being sad when I had to stop going there.
Yeah, I was so apparently we've you go to pediatrics up until like 18 or something like
Pediatric,
that.
but it's a pediatric.
Not pediatrics. Yes, a kid's doctor up
That's
until
weird.
you're
I didn't know
18.
that.
I didn't know that either until I had no health insurance for a minute. Remember, we had no health insurance for a minute.
Something like that,
And
yeah.
it was because I turned 18 and then, no, I turned 16 or something like that. And they were like, renew it so you could keep having it until 18. And
Hmm.
so it was like this weird thing. Health insurance is really weird.
It is. We
But
all know.
yeah, and so I got kicked out of it. So they only do this thing where you could get birth control and that's it. So that was like
Oh,
my card that I had. It was Medicaid, let's be honest. And so I could only get birth control, and I couldn't get stuff like because I have really bad eczema, and it always flares up in the summer. And so I had to go to the doctor because it was so bad. It covered all my neck, all my arms, and it felt like it was burning. And so I had to go to the free clinic or something like that
hmm.
downtown. And that's where a lot of undocumented people go because, there's a lot of, because I know a lot of undocumented people that go there. There's a lot of people without health insurance. There's a lot of people like that. And so I had to get a consultation there. They wouldn't accept me the first time. And the second time, they put me in pediatrics because I was 18 and I needed to be in pediatrics. So I was sitting there in little kid chairs and stuff,
Oh, I
looking
think I
at
remember
little
this.
kids like
Yeah.
doing that American Girl books, like all this mess, and they're like Daniel, and I walked up and they saw this grown man and they're like, okay, and then they put me in. That's what I remember being in pediatrics, and I was like, they were like, yeah, you're supposed to be in pediatrics up until this point. And but because like for most of the time we've been going to, I guess, a private doctor. I don't know what particularly what they are. It wasn't a
It
clinic.
wasn't a private doctor.
What was it?
It was the local doctor here.
I think it
The
was a
local
private.
pediatric doctor here.
Our first doctor, the lady doctor,
Yeah.
I think she was a private doctor.
Why would we be going to a private doctor?
I think it was like my grandmother's doctor that was recommended to us, and so she became our family doctor or something. I don't know. She
I
wasn't a
don't
great
know if that's
doctor
right. Why do you know? Where have you heard that?
because it was a lot, because like it wasn't a clinic.
It wasn't?
It was not a clinic. I remember it not being a clinic, but it's because not
I do. I
advertised as
remember
a
being in
clinic.
the hospital.
I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, I remember we'd have to go into the building, go to the third floor, and it was like kiddie. Like they had like paintings on the wall. You remember that?
Yes, but I'm talking about bleep this. That's what I'm talking about.
That is not what I'm talking about. I'm still talking about our pediatrics.
Okay, then, either ways. But yeah, I do remember it'd be painted, and I remember going inside that it'd be like a maze to get to a specific
Yeah, it was
room.
like a little like turn this way, turn this way, turn this way.
Yeah,
And I really never liking it because it was like cute. It's like kids' toys. They had toy stuff in there.
yeah.
And like they had like the TV that you like watch. It's like PBS. And I was like with my mom, so it was like yay. And then like we'd have like a thing from the snack machine when we're done. You never
I
any of this?
remember they giving us like the Wendy's free cones or
Oh yeah, I
whatever
remember that.
and stuff like that when you get your shots because I'd always get my shots my dad tells a story that I don't know who it was. I
It
think
was
it
one
was
of
me.
us. It probably was.
I think it was me, but I got a shot and my dad also had to get a shot. And so we decided to get the shot at the same time. So I think it was probably a flu shot. I got a flu shot and they gave me the Wendy's thing. And they
Hmm.
gave my dad a shot, and then I asked the doctor, "Can you give one to my dad because he got a shot?" And so the doctor thought it was funny, and then he gave my dad the little thing.
Yeah, so cute.
And that's very cute. I think that's very cute.
Yeah, I liked the pediatric while it lasted.
It was very cute. I liked it.
The first lady, she was really nice. I remember her being really nice. I remember
I
like
don't necessarily remember the doctors. I don't remember
I
the
do.
acusatory
I
doctors. I
remember the
remember the
doctors.
place.
I remember the eye exams they do on me, and like I like especially the eye exams because glasses. But like they'd like put like the thing in my eye, and then they put in your ear and all that stuff, doctor stuff. And
Yeah.
then mommy would just sit there. I thought that was a little funny. She just sit at the corner because doctor.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about the second doctor?
Lady doctor?
Yeah, the one you already mentioned.
Okay. The one I already mentioned. Like I said, I think
That
she
one
was a
was probably a
private.
private. Yeah, that was probably a private one.
So yeah, she was a private doctor, and so uh, we ended up not liking her because she didn't handle a lot of things. She kind of just like, ah, you're okay. We ended up not
I,
really being a
I
fan.
remember her saying, "I don't know" to a lot of my stuff. Yeah, I'm
Really?
like looking back, that was probably not a good thing.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. She undermined a lot of my grandmother's symptoms. It ended up being cancer. So that
The
was
big C word,
the
definitely.
big C
It
word.
did end
And
up being bad.
yeah, and that was pretty bad. And then we ended up just leaving because we were like, this is stupid. She's not really paying attention. Because I remember our grandmother having a lot of issues. And she was like,
Yeah.
it's because you're fat. That's what she told me.
Yeah, it's like my
My grandmother
grandmother
was
was not
not
fat.
fat. She was
She was
not
not.
fat. She was not thin, but she was not fat, is what I'll say. She was like I would consider full because she was a Latin woman.
She
She
was
was full.
Latina, yes.
She was full, but she was not fat. She was, if anything, the skinniest person
Skinniest person
um
in our family, yeah.
in our family. Yeah,
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
she was like, "You're having all these issues, maybe because you're fat and you need to lose weight."
Yeah.
Maybe that's what she'd be like to my grandmother. And my
That's what
grandma's
she
like,
said to me too.
"Okay." She did.
Yeah, like at like 13.
I don't fucking know. Maybe
But
she's
she's
just like
like, fine,
these
like okay.
fatties.
But like, okay, whatever, I guess I am. But like my doctor now doesn't do that.
Good.
He
That's
doesn't tell me
great.
that I'm overweight or anything. He's just like, he doesn't tell me any of that. It's just what we're working on today.
That's how doctors should be, because
Yeah, I'm
apparently a
like,
lot of people are suffering with doctors telling them it's because you're fat.
I'll go
And,
to the doctor and be like, wait, he didn't say anything on my weight.
and you're like
I'm like,
shocked, like, oh my
yeah, I'm like,
God.
wait, is that normal?
Yeah. Looking back, you were about the size I am now, maybe.
Yeah.
You weren't that big.
Uh-huh.
If anything, you're probably smaller than me.
It was BMI.
Um,
I
if you don't
remember
know,
she was,
BMI prioritizes white bodies, it's eugenics. If
it
you're a brown
is.
person who are above BMI, don't worry about it.
I remember she's like, you have to lose 40 pounds this summer.
And you were like petite and
I
small, and
was
you're like,
like,
40
okay.
pounds?
Yeah, I was like, okay. I had no idea what that meant. I was like, okay. And she's like, you'll promise? I'm like, yeah, I do. And she's like, okay. I don't think I ever did. I think I lost like 20.
20? That's a
20.
lot. That's a lot of pounds, not
It's
really.
still a lot, but it's not 40.
Yeah.
And I don't
But
really care.
do you remember when we had to stop being with our family, like accompanying our parents and stuff?
Yes.
When
When I had my gallbladder surgery.
that, oh yeah, because you were like, what, 18?
Yeah, I freshly 18 because I had this like fear. Speaking of sick days, I had this like I don't know, it was like a phobia of like missing school.
And then when you became a senior, you were never there.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm a senior. What's gonna happen? They're gonna
The itis hit you. It really
Yeah,
did.
I was like, oof, it hit me really bad. But I was like, I don't know, what if I miss a school day? And they'd be like, okay, okay, you can have it during Christmas break. I'm like, okay, thank you. So like, just turned
That sounds like an
18.
awful idea. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, but I didn't
Isn't your
care.
birthday near there?
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
days before Christmas.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So like, I'm pretty sure it was the weekend or day after.
I'm so excited for Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just
You
like
are.
thinking. Yeah, I am.
We still got a ways, but
What if I cry? Oh my god. Anyways, I love Christmas.
yeah, we all love Christmas.
I love Christmas. Oh god. I'm getting emotional. It's like Jason talking about Drew,
They say,
and then
oh
she's
yeah,
just
that's
like,
it. She's like crying during
and she
Thanksgiving.
starts crying, and then
It's so
just like,
cute.
stop crying or whatever. That's you.
Stop
That's
crying.
you. That's you.
Okay,
You're like,
what I gonna say? I don't know if I talked about this, but I was like, okay, 18 time to go get surgery. Oh, this one I never mentioned this. I said I spoke French, but then they were like,
Yes.
I was learning French at the time, and then it was me, my uncle, and his wife, and then we like I don't know why I had this image of me rolling in, but
Were you
we
not?
walked in, and then I got rolled in,
Oh, okay.
and then I think I'm probably lying, but they were like, no, you can't come in to the adults. So it was just me doing the paperwork. I wasn't scared. I was more scared of the surgery than I was scared of being alone.
Hmm.
I was like, I'm this, my name is this, I go here, this is my birthday, blah, 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 blah. And then they brought me into surgery, I remember being wheeled in, and then they did this, and then everything went black. And then I woke up like that. It was like, I didn't even remember falling asleep.
Uh,
As in, the surgery was over. And then I remember
yes.
being like, wanting to cry, but I didn't have tears. So it was like crying face.
I
Just crying.
remember when I had surgery, I cried.
You cried? You actually
I
cried?
did cry. I actually cried. I don't know why. And then they gave me pills, and then I got up, and then I had threw it up, and I like ran to the
You keep
bathroom.
throwing up!
I keep throwing up. I keep throwing up. Yeah.
Why do you
But
keep
I
throwing
threw them
up?
out. I don't fucking know. I threw them out, and I was like, "Well,
The
this is
pills
it."
I had, I was scared to take them. I didn't want to.
Why?
I
I don't
don't
like
know.
taking pills. I don't like
I
taking
don't like
pills.
taking pills either. I remember one time when I was sick, the doctor was like, "Do you want them in pills or do you want them in liquid?" And for some reason, I said liquid.
Yeah.
So it was like pink sticky liquid with a spoon. It was, my daily
So
pill.
yes. God.
Yeah, and then back to my surgery, and then like they didn't wheel me. I think I walked. I think I walked up, but I was like walking slowly because gallbladder removed. And
Yeah.
then mommy was there sitting in the chair. She's like, "Hi, you guys," and
Didn't we see you in a bed?
you may or may not have seen me in the bed, but that
I
was
remember
another
seeing you in
surgery.
the bed.
I remember another
Oh,
surgery
what
where
was that surgery?
it was at a root canal or something, something extreme, but it was with my teeth.
I remember you were like this.
Yeah,
In the bed. In the
my
bed. That's what I
squinty little
remember.
eyes. I remember waking up to that and everybody was there. I was like, oh, I think
Yeah.
everyone's here.
Oh my God.
But
And
yeah,
you were there, and you
and
were
you
there.
were there. Yeah, what about your first time alone at the doctor?
Um, I don't necessarily remember my first time alone at the doctor. I think it was with it was definitely with our new doctor,
Yeah,
Travis, which is a simple name that you don't have to
yeah, his
censor.
first name.
Yeah, and he was very nice. He's very nice to me. And I have this thing where I only go to the doctor when my mind has finally tricked me into that I'm dying. And so I go to the doctor when it's like last possible thing. And so like I'm freaking out at the doctor. But what I love about him, he's very patient, he's very nice, and then he's like, it's okay. You know, that's fine.
Yeah,
And then he'll put his hand on your shoulder or like on your back and be like, "You're okay." And I'm like, "Thank you."
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's very nice. He tells me about his family, um,
We
and
have to
like
come back. We have to come back for a break.
he's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you talk when we come back.
Okay, I'm pretty much done.
Oh, ooh, oh,
Ooh,
ooh, ooh,
ooh,
goodbye.
bye.
Hello, we're back.
Has the doctor come to check on you yet?
No.
Maybe
Someone
I
came
got
in, they're
it.
like, don't worry, they're gonna be right there. They're gonna be in here in a second.
That was an hour ago.
I can't believe that. Can you believe that?
It literally, I hate waiting. Oh my God. I
I actually
hate
don't care much for
waiting.
waiting at the doctor.
I do because I have anxiety.
I'm not that scared usually.
I am.
Well, they have their
But
little iPad that
mm,
teaches you about the bones and like the joints and
the
shit.
bones.
When the bones are good, the rest don't matter.
Okay.
I hear bones rattling, bitch.
I hear bones rattling, bitch.
Yeah, that's so fucking funny.
Anything else you have
No
to say
way.
about our doctor?
Our doctor's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy. Yep.
He was pretty cool. I thought it was funny when I went there. I was like, I don't know if I have a virus or something. I said to the nurse, and she's like, mask. Oh, let me just. Okay. She like put on her mask right in front of me.
That is so iconic.
I know, good for her, but the doctor didn't do that, which I thought was funny.
Yeah, he did that.
She was just putting on her mask. She's like, okay, and then can you also tell me,
That is so funny. I mean, like, I definitely put on my mask to go to the doctor. And then when
I
I
was
went to
going to,
the
but I didn't.
when I was at the airport, I definitely put on my
Oh
mask
yeah.
at the airport because I was like, I don't know these people. I do not know these people. Also, when you go to the doctor, everybody's sick.
Oh
Everybody's sick
yeah,
to
of
some
course. Yeah.
capacity. You
Yeah,
know
of
what I
course.
mean? Who knows? I'm putting the mask on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So
What else was I gonna say?
tomorrow I gotta go to the doctor for my belly.
Are you scared?
It's gonna be a different doctor because I'm in this
Adult.
city. We
He's not
built
in his
this
hometown
city.
city. We
We
built
built this
this
city
city
on
on
insert
rock.
Muppet clip. Yeah.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
That's what I think every
The
time.
Muppets.
The Muppets?
You know people don't like that song.
I mean, I don't hate it, but I
I don't
also
hate
don't
it
think
either.
about it.
I also thought it was funny that people are like, I hate that song, and then they were like in the Muppets. But I think about the YouTube video of the cows singing that.
We built this city.
It's like it's like MS Paint cows going
I think so, maybe.
Yeah, I'll put it in.
Okay.
But doctor,
Doctor's sick, being
Doctors.
sick.
being sick.
I remember when I got COVID, it became prolonged COVID, which left me with asthma.
Oh, long COVID's kind of scary.
Yeah, bitch,
It's
I
kind of
had it. It was
scary.
pretty bad.
You
I
have
mean,
it currently.
currently? No, I have asthma now.
That's the result of long COVID.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's still on COVID. You know what I mean?
Long COVID isn't having COVID for a while. It's the effects of.
Oh, then yeah, I have long COVID.
My
And
professor, I want to say something. My professor like had it bad. Like she she can't breathe correctly anymore. Like she like asthma and like her memory is worse. Like it's like to the point where it's like, but you didn't that you already said that.
I do that too.
No, it's not as bad as you. Yours isn't. Yours just
Yours
like
is like awful.
Yours
Yours is
forgetful.
like so bad.
She'd be like, forgot we canceled class today. You guys aren't supposed to be here. Goodbye.
And
That's what
then
she
you
do.
leave.
And then we leave, and I'm like, okay. But I feel bad for her because she has a twin sister that works here, and doesn't have long COVID. I think it gave her cancer. Yeah, that's how bad her long COVID was.
No fucking way, dude.
You
COVID
remember
is so
COVID?
weird. Remember COVID?
I
You know how
I
long-
didn't
You
I
remember?
didn't I didn't have it until like a month ago or so. The beginning of the year because someone caught COVID
Mm.
this year.
I remember the long COVID, which lasted God forever still. And then I got regular COVID, and then I was like, this pales in comparison. But it also felt very similar. You know what I mean?
Do you never go into the doctor when you didn't know what it was, when we didn't know it was COVID? Because you
This
had
is
it.
when, yes, I had it. I had it bad. And it was right when they were saying that China was getting sick with COVID, and there's some strains in the United States. Because I remember that was always on the TV when I was there. But it was also when my insurance wasn't being taken at our
Oh yeah, a
doctor's
mess.
office. So I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And then the hospital we usually go to, we don't like going to because my grandma died there. And so we go to a different hospital. And then that hospital was not taking me serious because, when you're brown and sick in a hospital, they
my
just
God.
don't pay attention to you. And
They were like,
so
I don't know.
they
Right?
would send me away. They would like, I don't know what's wrong with you, dude. That's what they would be like. And then like it was so bad that like when I breathed, my chest would rattle.
Yeah.
It was like you could hear it. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
And so it got to a point where my dad had to like wave down a nurse and be like, "What the fuck's going on here?" And she checked, and they were always checking on my chest and not my back, which is
Yeah.
a thing doctors do. They check the
Yeah, they
chest
check your back,
and
right?
the back, and that's what they do. But the doctor's just like, "Yeah, that was that guy." He's
Oh
like
my
at
God.
TSA, and he's like,
Oh, he's like skimming people's bodies.
"Yes, like skimming people's bodies." That was the doctors. They were like,
That sucks. That sucks for
and they
your
were like,
friend.
and I was like suffering. So bad. I think I already talked about my little meltdown, almost dying moment.
Yeah, you almost died.
I
Oh,
almost
yeah,
died.
I think it was almost dead. I was like, not almost dead, but yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And so there was a nurse that was like, "Oh, let me check," and then she checked my back, and she's like, "Oh my God!" Like she's like, "You're really rattling right now." I was like, "That's what I've been saying," you
Yeah.
know. And so they couldn't really do anything. I think they gave me Singulair, which is like for asthma, and it
Mm-hmm.
helped a bit.
You were in the doctor for a while.
I was in the
I
doctor for a
remember
while.
that.
I had to quit my job because my boss was like, "You should be at work." I was like,
Yeah,
"I'm
we talked
dying."
about that. I wanted to say, I remember I haven't had a job where oh, I had one where I had to like call off multiple sick days.
Yeah.
And I just wonder how that would work. Cause like the job that I did have that I did call off for multiple sick days, they're like, you're fired. I'm like, I'm literally have the flu.
Yes, I'm literally sick. I don't know.
I literally have the flu. What do
I'm
you want from
coming
me?
back, I promise.
I will come back, but then they're like, no,
Like, no,
no,
I
not
feel
happening.
like that's dumb on their behalf, but hey,
Yeah, but whatever.
whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I
I
was like really
remember,
bad.
yeah, it was really bad. I remember being there. I also remember being there when you were getting allergy tests.
Yeah, that was because I had to go to a lung doctor or
Oh my God,
I had
long
to go to a
COVID
lung
fucked you
doctor.
up.
Yeah, they really fucked me up. I had to go to lung doctors. They had to like run tests on me and stuff. They checked my blood and they did all this mess to see. They were like, "Yep, you're left with asthma." And I was like, "Fuck." So I had to go regularly there. I don't do that anymore because I can manage off of the Montelukast that I take. They were like, we also do allergy tests here. And I was like, can I do allergy tests while I'm here? And they're like, okay. And so I'm allergic to everything, dude. It was
Yeah,
bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I took a picture of my back. I should have saved it. I should have saved
you
it.
didn't save it?
No, I took because this is my big old bag. I was like, why am I gonna keep this photo? But I should have kept it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do it because my friends had a cat, and so I wanted to hang out at their house and not like go into shock. And so I was like building an immunity, if you will.
Okay.
And then at some point I was like, I'm done. I don't remember. I was like, I'm done with it. I'm not going anymore. And so I stopped going to the lung doctor, and then I stopped going to get those shots as well. I remember it would leave me itchy. It would leave me really
Mm-hmm.
itchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'd have to
Well,
go
it's your
to
allergy, so.
yeah. And then
I
you
remember.
drive me. You had to
Yeah, I
drive me.
remember we'd go to school together, carpool, and we'd have to like wake up earlier so you could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That
and it was
was
like
fun, wasn't
often.
it? Wasn't that fun?
It was interesting.
It was interesting.
It
I
wasn't.
wouldn't say it was fun, but I wouldn't say it was not
I
fun.
wouldn't say. Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
like I'd be in the car, but I'd be playing Animal Crossing.
I
So like I had fun sometimes.
was there getting shot up.
Ooh.
Sure was. Um, I don't remember how she. Yes, it was just like a prick on the arm here.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was a specific nurse who would specifically come to that place.
I think I remember.
You know what I mean? Oh, I remember why I stopped getting that was because the lady had to leave because she was no longer in affiliation with there, and they didn't have an allergy test person there anymore.
Oh,
So I stopped just going altogether.
okay.
Yep.
So what are your allergies?
Everything. Grass.
Grass. He's really
Can't
allergic.
touch
He is allergic to
grass.
grass.
I wish I could touch grass, dude.
This is stupid.
Can't touch grass. I remember we were having a little kumbaya over here at graduate school, and we were sitting on grass, and I was like, I can only sit here so long before I get itchy. Thankfully, I was in jeans, but I couldn't touch the floor. So I was like, I got grass blood on my butt. So I
Nice.
was like, this
For me,
is,
oh, excuse me. Yeah.
that's it, yeah.
For me, I think it's pollen.
Polly?
Something that's every day, cause like I have to take medicine, or else I get sniffly.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Sometimes I'll be like,
mm.
oh, I'll be fine, and then I go outside and then I'm snotty.
You just
And
have
it's,
bad allergies, I guess.
yeah, it is. I want to take. I want to. I always want to. I always want to. I want to try that nose thing, the nose sprays,
Well, then do it.
but I hear they're controversial.
Why?
because they like build up. I hear that things build up.
Don't you already have build up?
Yeah, but then I also hear that it takes away the build up. So I don't know what's going on.
Look a good one up.
It's also expensive. It's like
Oh,
$14 for a pump
one pump. How
that
long does it
big.
last? Oh, my belly hurts.
I don't know how long it lasts, but it's like this.
Oh well.
Your mic did a tap tap.
Tap tap.
We should do an ASMR episode one day.
That'd be so stupid. We should though.
Would it? I think it'd be fun.
I think it'd be fun. Next one.
We could eat we could
Chips. I have
we
chips.
we could eat Mexican food and just be like, qué rico, ¿verdad?
¿Cuántas son las tortillas?
Yeah.
You gotta say it.
What is it? Well, she said the
Son las
pollo.
tortillas de pollo.
What
¿Cuántas
is
de
it?
pollo?
What is it? 300, she said?
¿Qué?
Yeah, ¿qué?
Yeah.
That's a lot for pollo.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's like 20-something dollars.
Mm-hmm. That is.
Solo por pollo. That's it.
I
Crazy.
can't believe.
Gonna be not even in the
I
States.
rewatched that video again.
I couldn't understand a lot of it because they're from the motherland, so I can't really understand sometimes. Also, they're whispering the whole time, and one of them is in a mascot costume.
Yeah, when
How the fuck am I gonna understand this? And no captions.
no captions, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
It's not really about
And
those.
Jonathan
Yeah.
screenshotted where she was laughing, and you could see her real face. It was
Yeah.
kind of giving Alien, not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it was a little weird to look at.
And then in the very beginning, she had a little tear in her finger, and she had to address it. And
Yeah,
I thought that was funny.
that is funny. You have it. Hold on, wait, one thing.
That's so funny, dude.
That's so
Ah,
funny. But yeah, I would love to make an ASMR video. I watched I was watching some the other night. What's her name? The lady with the pickle.
yeah.
I like hers because like she knows how to do it.
You really like ASMR like that?
Yes, it's fine. It helps me sleep.
You watch it to go to sleep?
Sometimes when I can't sleep.
ASMR does not. No. I don't
Yeah, I know
understand
it's all like placebo, but it's relaxing,
it. I listen to opera.
which is so crazy.
I like it. I do.
Why?
It'll be like a scary aria, and I'll be like, perfect.
Why?
Just bundling over my
It just
bed.
works.
It just works for me. I like opera.
I remember my mom was she was sleeping with you in your room or something. I don't remember.
I was sleeping in bed with her because sometimes I sleep in bed with my mom.
Yeah, because when you're sick,
Yeah.
look. And then
Oh,
like
what I hate sleeping by myself when I'm sick.
yeah.
I
What are you
have to
doing
have
now?
someone like right now. Yeah. I'll have to have a dog. I'll have to have someone next to me. What if I die?
What if you die?
Period.
No, pero and then like she was listening. Danny was listening to his opera radio, and then like it's like a radio, so there's like hosts.
Intermissions, but they like do it in ASMR, so they're like, and tonight there's going to be, and so it's like they're talking.
And then mommy's like scared. She's like, I hear people at night with your music.
And she does. She was like half asleep, and she was just hearing people whispering in the middle of the night. My mom was like, she smacked her. She's like, Daddy, people are talking. And I was like,
She did.
I was like, oh, that's just my podcast. She's like, change it right now. I was like, okay.
I remember I told you the next day when I slept with you in your apartment. I was saying with
Yes,
him.
he was staying on my
I was like,
apartment.
we're not gonna be able to listen to that music. I had a nightmare.
Yes, I was like, no. And the whole time I had to not listen to opera. I was like,
Yeah.
"Awful."
Yeah, I'm so
Like, I hate
serious.
this.
I was like, I had a nightmare. I can't do it.
Yeah. We listen
But-
to people munching on pickles.
You thought I was feeling you?
Munch.
Yes, it's fun. Do you know Jessie Reyes has an ASMR video?
She's coming out with a book, and I'm more
God.
interested in that. Yeah, she does have an ASMR video, I think.
Yeah, with Fuse.
Yeah.
It's called Mental Mind, Mind Massage, something like that. What was I gonna say? I remember going to the doctor with my my grandma and my mom separately, but
Yeah.
I remember because like they're at that age, so they're like, knees are looking a little tired.
Yeah.
And like stuff like that. And I remember one time my mom was her blood pressure was really high, and they were like, you could have died.
Yeah.
The nurse, she's like, you could have died. I'm taking you to a hospital.
That's crazy.
And I was supposed to act like I was okay.
Yeah, and then you start crying.
I started crying because they were like, looking at me like this, like holding me. They're holding me. Your mom could have died.
Oh my God.
I'm like, really? Like crying.
Yes.
And then she had to go to the hospital overnight.
Yes, and I was here in the big city by
Yeah,
myself, and my mom's
big
sick in the
city dreams.
hospital. I
Yeah,
was losing my
we were
mind.
all so scared. Like all my other four siblings, they were like, "Should I come and visit you?"
Yeah, my dad was taking it pretty rough. My dad's like a rock that never like has any issues or like
Yeah,
never
he's like,
shows
"You could
emotion.
die." He's like,
But
"You could have died."
the minute he was like with my mom all the time, and then like he was tired all of a sudden because he had all that emotional baggage,
Yeah,
and so and he's never tired. And he was
he's
like,
never
I need
tired.
to go to sleep, and he went to sleep, and he fell asleep on the couch, and we're like,
He was so
he's really
tired.
taking it rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, my poor father.
But on liner note, the same appointment, she had to get the
Mammogram.
sticky, the sticky.
Oh, I was like this. I was like
No, not a
mammogram.
mammogram. She says she doesn't do that anymore, which is controversial. But
That is very controversial. She should continue doing that.
yeah, but the stickies that they put on the body to measure the heart or something.
Yeah.
They were gonna do it, and then I was there with her, like I said, and then they're like, they were about to do it, and I was like, should I leave?
Should I be here?
She's like, have you ever seen your mom naked? I was
You're like,
like,
let me leave.
no, and she's like, you should leave.
That's
And then,
hilarious.
and then I was just standing there out in the outside the door. And apparently the doctor and my mom were like, yeah, you kids have never seen you naked, they've seen mine. And mommy's like, no, qué
No.
pena. I remember going to our doctor and then like we just visit our mom directly after.
Yeah, we would.
Because like she worked across the street from the doctor.
Yeah.
And then we'd have like Subway. You remember that?
My mom hates Subway now.
My mom hates Subway because that's like the only thing that was available.
I would eat a lot of Subway too, so now I'm not a huge fan of Subway either
I really like Subway. I still do. Why don't you like it?
because
Because
I've
you
had
had a
to have
lot
it
of
like
it.
every day at work.
Oh yeah, and your rainbow job?
Yeah. I would have it like all the time to the point where I was like, I don't want because like it got so bad that I had the taste of herbs and spices bread in on my tongue. Like I before I even bit it, I knew what it tastes like.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, I don't want it. And then there's only so many ways I could experiment, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh.
And then they got more expensive last time I came around. I was like, I'm
Yeah, they're more
definitely not coming
expensive now.
back. I was like, I'm definitely not coming back. Why am I gonna pay for this expensive sandwich I made myself? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're definitely more expensive now.
So now Sheets is my Subway.
Okay.
Love
Oh,
fucking
Sheets is
Sheets.
so great.
Have you ever had to take care of someone sick?
Yes, my mother. I had to be
Yeah.
like, "Are you okay?" I couldn't cook or anything because I didn't know how.
I
But I'd be
still
like,
don't know how to cook. I can make a really good sandwich.
I can make a soup. Now I can make soup, definitely.
Okay.
I'd be like, "Are you okay?" And then I'd also give medicine. What about medicine? What kind of medicine did you take?
It was a lot of ginger ale. It was a lot of crackers. It was a lot of
Which is
soup.
like,
It was a
yeah,
lot of
which is like
Vicks.
not medicine, I want to say.
I consider it medicine. That's
It's
medicine
like
of
it's like
sorts.
homemade. It's like homemade. It's what do you home remedies?
De casero.
That's home remedies.
Yeah. Yep.
But my sister says she believes that works better than medicine sometimes.
And she's a nurse, so
She's a nurse, so I'll be like, okay, I feel that.
it
Sometimes,
does work better to an
hmm
extent. Yeah.
my
A
mom kept
good
giving,
ginger ale. Yep.
yeah, my mom kept giving me crackers when I was sick recently with my tummy belly.
It works. I've noticed that eating crackers does work.
Hmm
But it says that that
It
you need when you have like the big diarrhea. It's like it pans out like
big
that.
diarrhea.
Yeah, big diarrhea. You gotta think brats. So
Oh, I saw that.
bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast.
I liked having toast. When I was sick and I was like not, I had to make something for my own because my mom went to Walmart or something. I would toast a toast and just eat it like that.
To us. Yeah, no,
To
you can do
us.
this. I've been eating a lot of the same regular food and then having a lot of issues. Be like, why is this not working? Me acting like everything's freaking normal when I should be like eating accordingly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like hesitant on eating rice because like I had banchan and rice was like the
On,
side.
on the side, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like hesitant on eating it.
Yeah.
But then I eventually got there.
I need to. Oh, my belly hurts.
You should
Okay.
eat rice.
Yeah, I should.
So as I mentioned already, I did not like being out on sick days, but I did
Yes.
find a loophole.
What?
The school was like you have to be there for half of the period.
Oh, yes. I do remember.
I was like, bet money. So I would ask my dad, I would fake and be like, my stomach is hurting. Can you come pick me up? And then he'd always be like, okay. And which I'm surprised, like he didn't get in trouble for that or anything.
They didn't care over there. They really didn't.
Yeah, and I was lucky enough for him to be like, okay, every time. And then I was be like, oh my belly, oh my belly, and then I just go home.
You just
So
go home.
so for like for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I had a half day every day,
Was
and I
this your
didn't.
senior year?
No,
Why the fuck were you getting sick like that?
I wasn't. I wasn't getting sick. That's what I'm
Then
saying.
why
I
the fuck did you
faked
do that?
because I didn't like my social studies class.
Oh my god.
The professor was like homophobic and racist,
I
which is
guess.
crazy. But I did attend the tests and stuff. She made us remember the first part of the Bill of Rights.
Do you remember it?
No, I
Let's
didn't
find out
learn
right
out of
now.
spite. I didn't learn. I was like skimming it. I was like, I'm not gonna learn this. Are you crazy? Why do I need to know this? You know?
I never learned the Bill of
And
Rights.
then I was just standing up there. Oh, she helped, apparently. Apparently. She helped. She was like standing there, like as we were standing. We had to stand up and say it. And then so she'd like be standing there, like mouthing the next word. She'd be like, we or the or people, you know? And then and then I would be like, we the people know how to do
Or
the
like
thing
pretty
together.
cool. Like
I was like, I had the lowest score, I feel. And then she'd like say your score in front of everybody.
2. You
She'd be like,
said
87.
that.
I'm not kidding. So you can
Number
imagine what I was dealing with in
15.
that class.
32-foot letters.
She also made it that we looked for all of the rivers in this town,
Yeah.
and then we had to like go to it and write it down. She wouldn't let us look it up.
Oh, what?
I was like, not happening. Didn't do it. She also had it where we had to work with
Were
another
you a
student.
brat?
No,
You
but
weren't?
I knew when I was dealing with some bullshit.
Okay. I wasn't a brat. I was
No, I
really
wasn't a
goody
brat
two
either.
shoes.
I was a good kid.
I was a goody two shoes.
But for you, like I said, when I know I'm being fucked with, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But she also had us talk to other students,
Children.
and well, they're children
Yeah, yeah.
for me now, but we were the same age. But
Yeah.
other students and budget our lives together.
Pardon.
Yeah, I remember asking mommy how much did she pay for everything, and that was my budget, and nothing came of it. She kept saying, "Oh, now remember, you have to do your budget assignment every so often," but nothing came of it.
We never did that assignment.
Never did. I remember going to Kelly Blue Book and looking for a car.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's how serious she was.
Oh my god.
So you
I
can
didn't
understand
think
where I was
that
like,
deep.
"Oh, I'm sick," and then left that class.
Yes, that's what? Anyways.
She said she worked with Madonna. She said she worked the ticket booth here,
And she met Madonna.
and she met Madonna.
Wow.
She also met J. Cole, but that's believable here.
Oh, everybody's met J. Cole.
That's believable here. Yeah, I feel that.
Everybody's met J. Cole. It's
And-
only a matter of time before I meet J. Cole. You know what I mean?
Literally, he's gonna be at the
I
Beyonce
walk
Renaissance.
downtown, or like what, his Essence Fest over here. Essence Fest? No.
Yeah, Essence Fest.
Essence Fest, or like Dreamville.
Yeah, Dreamville
concert.
Fest. That's his. And then he's like, "Oh,
Jesse
J. Cole."
Reyes was at the last one. I'm so pissed I didn't go. What the
Yeah.
fuck, dude? Anyways. And Ari Lennox was there. Everybody was there,
Everyone
really.
was there. It's Dreamville. But and then she was like, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with this. So I called out every day, and and then next year they're like, you have to be there all day. If you leave, you're discounted. I was like, damn.
You're like, rats.
It's like, damn.
I don't know.
I'll take my chances.
Being a working class person in the working field, I hated taking sick days off or days off
Yeah.
in general because
hmm
I felt like I need this, I need this. But my parents were like,
Chichi DeVane, I need this money.
I need this money.
Hop on that lamp.
oh, R.I.P. Chichi DeVay.
Uh-huh.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, and so my parents were like, just get out. It's okay. You'll
Yeah.
be fine. And
Which is funny because apparently a lot of people get the opposite. They're like, no, you have to go to work, blah, 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 blah.
yeah, no, I was like, they're like, you could just like, you're good. Oh, look.
It's Choco Cornet when
Yeah,
we were
that's how you eat
fighting.
it. Yeah. Even my mom, the wisest woman I know, was like, Jonathan's on crack. Like,
We
what the
have
hell?
to do that with our ASMR. We have to eat a Choco Cornet.
Jonathan, if you pull out a chocolate cornet, I'm logging off.
Why would you?
Why would you eat anyways? Nonetheless, yeah, I would never want to be out of work because I feel like I'm pulling too much attention towards me or like I'm doing too much or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm gaslighting myself into being like, I'm not that sick. I'm not that sick. When in reality, I was like that sick.
Yeah.
Because if I had to call out, that was because I was that sick. It wasn't
Yeah,
because
literally.
it wasn't because I was like, let me take it off. No, I was sick, and so I
Yeah.
needed to take that day off. But I didn't quite understand that. Now I get it. But I imagine that if I were to get sick again and I had to call out, I would still be like, I'm so sorry. I know. I'm sorry. But I have
Yeah.
like guilt. I always have guilt. I don't know
Yeah.
why that is. Dude, you have guilt or you never were guilty? You're like,
I
"Ah."
did. Yeah, I didn't have guilt.
Oh, well, I had guilt.
I remember my work would call me on my day off. They'd be like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good. I'm sleeping." They're like, "Oh, can you come in?" I'm like, "No."
I'm not that good.
And then she's like, "Okay, goodbye."
Which work was this?
This is Bojangles.
Oh, God.
They're like,
Wasn't
"Okay."
Bojangles fun? You enjoyed Bojangles.
I
right?
liked it until they were like mean to me.
Oh, well.
Pero anything else about being sick?
My dad was never sick.
Yeah, he said he doesn't like to be sick.
He doesn't, is he a mind over matter person?
Yes.
Okay, he'll just like simply not be sick. He'll
Yeah, he'll
like,
simply not be sick.
I'm not.
He's like, "No, I'm not."
He's
Close
also the
eyes emoji.
breadwinner, so I imagine that he has like that weight on his shoulders.
He has that
you know, like,
trauma.
I can't be sick.
He has a trauma.
But I remember when he was sick, it was COVID. It was COVID. Didn't he have COVID?
I don't remember. It might have been. I remember during the New Year's. That's when I got sick with COVID. Me and him. We
Yes, I do remember. Oh my God.
we had to socially distance our New Year's,
Yes.
which wasn't fun because
We
of
were
course
supposed
it's-
to all be together. I remember.
yeah, but then we got COVID, so we had to do it separately. We had a Zoom that kind of flopped, but
It did, but people made it.
yeah, but it was fun. My mom was like, "I can't even give him a New Year's kiss." We're like, "No!" Donnie was like really strict about it. Oh wait,
I
of
was very
course.
strict about it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, because they've seen how COVID affected me specifically, and they're like, we should give each other a smooch. That's what they're
Yeah,
like.
we
I
should
was like,
switch.
I was literally dying. Like, you don't. Anyways, I was like,
It's not about you. It's about them thinking it's okay.
I know. I was like, ugh.
And then we eventually had to kind of give that up because our doggy got a seizure. She got sick.
did.
She gets sick with that,
She gets sick with seizures. She just has seizures.
which just sucks.
Apparently, a seizure isn't long. It's the recovery that's long, where she can't.
Yeah.
She doesn't know where she is. And
Yeah.
poor baby. She's just an old lady. She's just a little
She's
baby.
just an old lady. She still has them.
Yeah.
That was the last
but-
time she has them. She has them like every half month, not half month, half year.
half a month. I was like, that's pretty weird. Yeah, like every year and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. It's not often.
but it is scary. My mom always thinks she's gonna die. I'm like, no.
No,
Not gonna
she's been doing it
happen.
forever. I don't think she's gonna die from a seizure. I think she's gonna die of being old.
Being old,
Yeah,
being
she's just
rather old.
rather old.
She
She's
just
so
falls
cute.
asleep.
I should have brought her. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
you
love her
should
so
have.
much. Oh my God. Do you know what she did? Okay. So Jonathan was, I don't know where Jonathan was. No. Yeah, Jonathan was sleeping with my mom because his belly hurt.
Yeah,
And my dad was sleeping in Jonathan's room, and I was sleeping in my room. My room is next to Jonathan's room, and then Jonathan's room is across from my parents' room.
yes.
And so Jonathan always closes the door for I don't know why. And so the door was closed. My dad's door was open. My door was open. Luna was sleeping in between both of our doors, my dad at the moment and mine. And she didn't come into either of our rooms. And I saw her from my bed. So I got up. I was like, Luna, psst, Luna, 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 like doing all that mess. And because I think it's because she's ignoring me, but I'm just gonna say it's because she's old.
Yeah.
She's probably ignoring me, definitely. And so, like, she's like sleeping like this. She gets up and she looks at me, and I'm like, Luna, get on the bed. And I smack the bed because that's how I get her to go on the bed. She gets up, she turns around, and she leaves. She
Nice.
goes downstairs. I was pissed. I was like, how fucking dare she? I've known her since this big, and she's gonna treat me like that.
Not this.
I'm so literal. Like, I've known her
I
like
know,
this.
but not this. Not all this feeling.
Yes, I was like really hurt. I was like, ever since I moved out, you've been treating me differently.
Oh my
Like
God.
all this mess. And then the day after, I decided to sleep with my mom because then my belly was hurting. So I sleep with the door open. Luna came in. It was dark because I can't see
Yeah.
in the dark. And so I was sleeping. My sister's dog was at my foot of the bed. My mom was next to me. I was in the middle of the bed. And then I feel heavy paws on the bed. And I was like, oh, it's Estrella because Estrella likes me. She does. And so I felt heavy paws on the bed. I was like, is this Estrella? And I put my hands out and I touched her face. And then her face was short and like short muzzle because Luna has a short muzzle. And then floopy ears. I was like, this is Luna? And then I felt her hair, and her hair feels like old dog hair.
Yeah,
has a
no, it
feeling,
does.
it's a distinct feeling. And so I felt it, and then she lied down on me. Because she's like a grown person. When she sleeps with you, she's like sleeping in bed with you. She's
Yeah,
like the size of
parallel.
a person. Parallel, like this. And so she was like sleeping here, and she put her head here like a person, and she went... And she
She
went to
makes
sleep.
noises when she sits now. It's so cute.
Yes, she's old. And then she went to sleep, and my arm got numb. I mean, it was better than being by myself. So I was very
Yeah, of
happy that
course.
at the end, Luna did love me.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
And that's on being sick.
And that's on being sick. We'll be right back with our show and tell, friends.
We'll be back from a word from our sponsors.
Okay, go back. Oh, hello.
What's the musical the Muppets try to make in Muppets Take Manhattan?
Manhattan Melodies?
Manhattan Melodies. Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
But why?
I was singing it chromatically to Jonathan like that because I have relative pitch, right? And so I was
Nerd
singing it
emoji.
like that, nerd emoji. And then Jonathan was like, that's not how it sounds. I was like, run it back. And then Jonathan played it, and it was exactly how it sounded. And Jonathan got mad.
Look at me. You forgot the look at me. Here I am, right where
No,
I
they
belong.
never get to that part. Every time they try to pitch it to someone, it's like, dun 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 dun. Oh, like that. And
He's saying it, but then they stop.
No.
They're being talked over. I know what I'm talking about.
Hold it. Hold it.
Okay, fine, whatever. You know what you're talking about.
You're singing the desk hand or whatever it's called.
The introduction.
No, it's not the introduction. The introduction is the
no.
da da
It's
da
the-
da da.
It's the accompaniment. if
Yeah,
you-
that's what you're talking about.
backing vocals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Words.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn to show and tell.
Sure is.
I was gonna show you a movie clip, but it included too much movie and not enough clip of what I wanted to show you.
Okay.
So I'll have to show you that in real life when we watch the movie later. But I wanted to show you, what is this? Oh, it's my key. I wanted to show you the new Jeans song.
Oh, I know it.
Which one?
New Jeans?
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you know it?
TikTok.
Did you watch the video?
Some of it.
We're watching the video.
Okay.
Because I think it's cute that, when I was rewatching the video today, I saw that it's like featuring Warner Brothers.
What?
I was like, oh, that's why they're Powerpuff Girls. I
Oh.
was like, they just took the Powerpuff Girl images?
No, because New Jeans did that song. It's like just for a minute. Tick, tick,
That
tick,
song
tick.
hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, but that's been trending on TikTok. People
Yeah.
have been making their personas of Powerpuff Girls, and so that's why that music video is Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, exactly. That I thought they were like they just took the image of Powerpuff Girls, because like on the it doesn't say anywhere featuring Warner Brothers except for on the music video.
Oh, okay, boys.
Yeah. So we're
Just
gonna watch
for
that.
a minute.
I don't. I also have to say with K-pop or any band really, I don't know like the biases unless I really care.
I don't ever really care. Unless they have, like, I don't know, something very distinct about them where they look a little bit snazzier. Or,
Yeah.
like, they're obviously the hot one, or they
Like
got
for
the Technicolor
like
hair.
it's like any band. Like if I care about them enough, I'll know all the members. Like can't even say Paramore. There's
It's
Haley
Haley Williams,
Williams,
and that's
and
it.
then the guys.
And then the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. See, that's not like
Yeah.
it's not a K-pop thing. Okay, I'm about to share my screen.
Okay, bitch.
In this video, they're sharing their new disco stick. They're sharing their new light sticks. You know what a light stick is?
Something like that, yeah.
You know in Vocaloid how they have sticks that light up with their
Yes.
color?
I
Yeah,
couldn't.
every K-pop group has one of their like logo or like something that fits their vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're about to watch it. New Jeans, New Jeans. I think it's funny when a group has a song named after them.
How long have they been out?
2 years?
When they just started being a thing?
I mean, what do you mean? I mean, 2 years is
This song,
this
titled
song.
New
Yeah, this song
Jeans,
just came out. Yeah,
this is like their introduction.
it's a good introduction to them, but no, it's not their first song.
Okay.
I think their first song is Ditto. I don't know, but they're good. I like them, and they have the rabbit aesthetic that you do.
Okay.
No? Okay, 3, 2, 1, play. Right now, they're talking about what kind of powers they want. What kind of power do you want?
Part,
Power.
bad bitch power.
I always say I want time travel.
Time travel, you just be
Yeah.
sad like Homura in Madoka
No, I'm
Magica.
not gonna simp over a girl like that.
Who knows?
Me.
Yeah. I do not
My
know what my
superpower.
superpower would be, honestly. Telekinesis, that's it.
Telekinesis, moving shit with your mind.
Yeah, I like this.
That's silly. Okay.
You can't see, but my puppet's in spirit.
He's doing the thing. He's having a headache.
Yeah. I think it's crazy that sometimes K-pop people don't really know each other in the get-go.
Yeah, they just put together, which is always crazy.
It is.
But that also happens sometimes with like One Direction.
Yeah, it does. Oh my God, they're Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, this is cute.
Yeah.
This is what the new Powerpuff Girls should have looked like.
Yeah.
Like the old Powerpuff Girls.
They finally canceled the remake.
Oops.
The human remake.
Oh
Live
yeah,
action.
yeah, I heard that it just got, they're like, it's never gonna happen.
Good. I'm glad.
Oh, this is my favorite part, seeing it. No,
Yeah.
I actually kind of like the deconstruction, thinking ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like when they all come back in their own art style. I like that too, the opening of the paper.
yeah.
Wait.
Like the app.
Yeah. So cute.
Yeah, it's kind of eats.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like,
Very cute. They're all the same but different.
yeah.
Oh. I like the one with the warmer 3D cool tones, I
I
mean.
like the sketchy one, the yellow one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's from the new one, the intro. Look, they changed it to the bunny.
Oh. I like this part of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Mm-hmm.
See, like this part where you kind of see everything.
Also, this is like a new sound they're going with.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They should keep it because it's really
Yeah.
good.
It's very good. but like this is like not really what their older songs sound like.
Okay.
Their older songs are still like mellow, but this is different.
This is very different.
Yeah. But people are like, Pink Panthers.
Yeah, it is very Pink Panthers.
Yeah, it is, which is fine. Yeah, New Jeans, the girls.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
I like the one
I-
with the pigtails. I know that in K-pop groups there's always a girl with pigtails, and that was my
yeah,
favorite always.
bunnies are the stands.
Yeah?
Bunnies.
Slay.
But what was I gonna say? I always think it's interesting. I think it's especially interesting when K-pop fans choose their bias by looks.
Yeah, because I don't really know them.
Yeah, I like
And I'm
the
not watching an interview.
yeah. I also like the girl with the pigtails, and I also like the yellow girl.
Yeah, slay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you liked it?
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah,
did.
but that's
It's
it.
very cute.
That's their new sound. I really like it because it's just like Pink Panthers.
Yeah, it is. It
So,
sure is.
That's it.
Next time we're doing ASMR
No, could you? I want to do ASMR with you.
in person.
Yeah, the camaraderie will be better.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right, so it's time to go, best friend. I'll see you later. Oh, he's crying again. I'll see you later.
See you later.